Of course, Nikki Haley didn't win last night because of what? Because of what? Racism. Nikki Haley didn't win because of racism. You can't make it up. Here's another one with Joy Reid. Listen to this.
New Hampshire.
And I think to the point that you made, Steph, I mean, it's the elephant in the room. She's still a brown lady that's got to try to win in a party that is deeply anti-immigrant and which accepts the notion that you can say immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country.
It's not anti-immigrant, it's anti-illegal immigrant. President Trump already said that you're welcome to come to the country, come to the front door. No one is, and you know what? They always leave that information out. These people are nothing but evil. They are from the pits of hell. That demonic spirit in them is from the pits of hell. They're lying and have no issues doing it.
She's getting, birthered by Donald Trump. And I don't care how much the donor class likes her, which will ramp up a lot, the better she does in New Hampshire. So it's still a challenge. I don't see how she becomes the nominee of that party with Donald Trump still around. I can't picture it happening. Maybe it could happen. Ron DeSantis' only argument for staying in it is he's the white guy, that he can still make the appeal to white evangelists.
While we have
Because he's the white guy.
I mean, Will. Instead of, as Martin Luther King said, we just celebrated him yesterday, judge people by the context of their character. I can't even talk today. She wants to judge them by their race. She wants to judge them by their religion, their sexual preference. That's what they do. Everything that Martin Luther said, don't judge people by this. These people are racist. These people she is not a follower of Martin Luther King. And look at her, the one sitting up there dyeing her hair blonde. She's talking trash about white people, yet she's trying to, come on now. I mean, you can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not her natural hair color. That's not her natural anything, right? And you just brought it up about how they are rejecting President. You're like they didn't want President Trump's interview to be viewed.
Yep.
Remember? So,
just for a second.
Let me play this real quick, because this is what Rachel Madcow talking about President Trump. He won. He went out there and he spoke. Now, it was interesting to me is how these people would literally come on here and say that they're for free speech, they're for everyone having the right to be heard, but they don't want anyone to hear President Trump. And trying to say that President Trump is the one lying? Are you kidding me? Watch this.
Just for a second. At this point in the evening, the projected winner of the Iowa caucuses has just started giving his victory speech. We will keep an eye on that as it happens. We will let you know if there's any news made in that speech, if there's anything noteworthy, something substantive and important. The reason I'm saying this is, of course, there is a reason that we and other news organizations have generally stopped giving an unfiltered live platform to remarks by former President Trump. It is not out of spite. It is not a decision that we relish. It is a decision that we regularly revisit.
Yeah, they regularly revisit it when it's President Trump. When it's President Trump speaking, shut him off. Don't allow people to hear him. And that's why they're upset right now with the big tech companies not allowing President Trump to be heard. They're all angry about it. They're all furious.
And honestly, earnestly, it is not an easy decision.
Whatever.
But there is a cost to us as a news organization of knowingly broadcasting untrue things.
What is he saying that's untrue? What does he say that was a lie? What did he say? Instead of just saying it, won't you say, well, President Trump said that the sky was purple. Well, show us where President Trump said that. You can get it off the screen. Get him off the screen.
If that's the truth, they should stop airing their programs. Because that's all they do.
Completely.
Is spew lies and untruths.
Completely. Okay, we're gonna go to a break here in just a minute here. And when we come back, I'm gonna show you. You know how we've been talking about this? I talked about it last week before the Iowa caucus, how Nikki Haley was getting all this money from the big donors. And then she went on there and said, well, I've never heard of that. And then she tried to spin it and say, well, if they want to vote for me, they'll vote for me now in the primary. And I know that they'll vote for me in the general election. No, they're purposely only going to vote. They only voted for her last night in hopes that it would overturn President Trump. And it failed on them.
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.